welcome to Raven and Rose. This is my butterfly fairy look that I did for the Fairy and the Goth contest over on Instagram. I left it super late to do it. I had like 2 looks to do in 3 days because I just completely forgotten about it and then really wanted to get involved. So this is a finished look. If you would like to see how I created it, then carry on watching. So first of all, I'm using just a normal eyeliner pencil just to sketch out where I would like my eyebrows to sit. As you can see, they curve up at the corner, and I'm applying a liquid lipstick to my brows because that's the most intense purple that I had that gives just that great coverage over your eyebrows. I then went over it with a purple shadow just to set it. And then I'm putting a white shadow all over my eye area, right up to the edge of the extended eyebrow. Now going in with a pale pink, and I'm just trying to carve out where I want my colours to be. There is lots of colouring and layering in this look, I warn you. I've tried to minimise the amount of time that I show you that I'm doing each step, but there are, as ever with lovely blended colours, there's a lot of work and layering that goes into it. So I'm still layering the pink here, and I'm layering it and pulling it out as I go. And then I went for a dark pink and layered that in slightly below and pulled it out again. Keep layering it up until it was the colour that I really wanted. So I'm pulling that out just as far underneath the brow, and then I'm blending the 2 colours together to make sure there's a nice finished look. I will be doing this lots throughout the look. Adding more of that pink again. I know that it's not necessarily the done thing, but I really like to bring it into my inner eye area. I think it gives a much more dramatic look when you're doing fantasy looks. So I do concentrate on building the colour up on that inner eyelid area too. So I'm going in now with a purple, and I've changed my brush to a slightly smaller blending brush, and I'm working on the socket area here. Doesn't matter if it's messy, it's all going to get covered up or wiped away. That's the beauty of makeup. You can fix everything. So yeah, again, pulling it out and pulling it in. I generally start in the middle of the area that I'm working so that I don't end up with a big cluster on the inside of my eye or the outside, so that I can just pull it from the middle and it's still got its intensity, but it's spread over the whole area rather than just in one. So I've moved to a pencil brush with that same colour, and I'm just defining that nice curve underneath my brow bone, and then going in with that smaller blending brush again and working the same colour around. Again, bringing it up underneath my outer eyebrow and bringing it right in to the inner corner of my eye. And there we go, a little bit of cotton bud and wiping away the excess, and then adding this beautiful turquoise colour. I think it's called Poolside from NYX. These are all NYX shades that I'm using, but I just love the purple and aqua colours together. I think they're just so beautiful. So yeah, I'm applying it with a flat brush and packing it on, and then using just the tip of that flat brush to blend it in on the upper line so that it's blending with that last purple colour that we put in, and making sure there's plenty on there because I love it. So there we go, I'm blending it all through, and then I'm adding some more white at the top just because it just gives you that extra space up there so it doesn't look like you're, you know, right up to your eyebrow. And plus this was a fantasy look, so why not? So I'm applying that purple on the outer edge of my lower eyelash, I'd already applied a little bit to the inner corner of my eye while I was applying it by mistake, but I really loved it, so I kept it there. So I'm ooh, Bigfoot just walked behind me. Ooh. So yeah, I'm blending those colours together, pulling them out just a little, and then I'm using a dark blue liner. I don't know what brand this is. I bought it from China, from Geek. Using my double shade purple contact lenses, and then going in with a black liner to line my eyes and give myself a nice flick underneath that brow bone. And adding a little black over the top of it to set it and to smooth it out, make sure it doesn't go anywhere, and I'm extending that black underneath my lower lash line so that I can blend it out on that corner. So I'm using my favourite mascara here, the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but it's drying out, so it does give the fullness that I'm looking for. But then I switch over to Tarte's Lights Cameras Lashes to give the coverage that I'm looking for. So once that's dry, I am going in and blending in a little more purple on the outer edge and just dragging it along. So every fairy needs a contour, and contours are not necessarily the contours that we wear every day, although I wish that would be really cool. But this, yeah, I'm starting with a purple and I'm just blending that down a little bit. But again, like the eyes, I am blending on different colours and super blending to get a sharp edge. So I'm using my normal contour brush there because that really gives a lovely edge to your contour. And it does blend out the purple a little bit more, so I've added purple onto that brush now, and that will make my contour so much more sharp. I also want to contour my nose because I always contour my nose, and I've used that purple colour and I'm blending it into the purple colour of my eyeshadow, bringing it down my nose and then just around my nostrils. It's not my best contour, to be honest with you, but the purple just really didn't want to sit on my skin properly. So I went in, popped a little bit more contour on my cheeks, and now I'm using a combination of the lovely aqua colour and the purple to do where I would do my bronzing on my forehead. So now I'm applying some lash glue underneath, very carefully underneath my eyes, and I am applying just a tiny bit under the eye that's going to be covered by the mask, and over on the other side, which will be seen, I'm adding more of it and pulling it down more. I'm adding more to the areas that seem like they would look pretty cool if there was glitter there. So there's no rhyme or reason, I'm just putting glitter wherever I want because I'm a glitter monster. So you see I've got my nose and my top lip, and I'm popping this lipstick on. It's almost see-through, and I really wanted a really light coverage before I popped on a darker colour in the middle. It's a berry colour, so I think it matches really well with the purples that I've used for the rest of the look. I'm not going for an ombre effect here, so it's not blended properly, but it was just, I wanted a dash of colour in the middle, and I am adding glitter there too, obviously. And then there just didn't seem to be enough, so I added a chunkier gold glitter on the outer corner of my eye. Just one side, because the other side's going to be covered up. A bit of a secret here, but I actually, when I did the demo for the first one, I accidentally did the wrong side of my face, I thought the mask was going on the other side of my face, so I did one side, which I didn't think I was going to have to do. So I found my lovely deep purple wig. I'm applying it and just trying to keep the fringe out of the way. And then once that's on, I can see where I need to really darken up that contour. Okay, so the butterfly mask. I made this using latex on my Plasticast face form, and I did about 8 layers of latex and then let it dry overnight, and then just added lots of those little sticky butterflies you can find in so many craft stores. Now, this headpiece was actually butchered from another headpiece. I just added the purple flower and the slightly pinky flower were actually from Dobbies, and they were on sale after Christmas, so I always go to Dobbies after Christmas and buy little decorations that they've got for sale, because this is the first time I've used them, but I've saved myself like 10 quid between the two of them. So this is the finished look. I hope you like it. I really love doing fantasy looks, so this was a treat for me. These are the finished pictures. It does have a skin softener on my camera, so yes, my skin does look just a little more creamy, but I hope you agree that the finished look it's a fairy butterfly, or a butterfly fairy. So you take care. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. A thumbs up would be great. A subscribe would have me dancing around the kitchen. Awesome. See you soon. Bye bye.